Ahlukanisa, the Zulu word for divided, represents much of South Africa's history, past and present. For 46 years, apartheid has made people who are not white oppressed, mistreated, and lacking access to education. This has created disunity among South Africans that still continues to this day because of government's inability to create an equal education system that promotes a society without a language barrier and the infrastructure to create access to achieve higher education for all races.
I think that one is it's a really dangerous issue because it's affecting all the people. It doesn't mean it's affecting white and leave the black or Indian. It's affecting all the people equally because this is the issue which is really affecting the countries. We can bring equality and equality among all the people. This can be, all the people can be equally and start working on a certain issue we have. But if people are not employed and they're gonna keep on doing, probably causing problem into our families. Otherwise, we're not going to get the equality we are talking about. If they are saying trainings, but we are not seeing any change, it means there is nothing which is done. But if they are training people, we can see the result, but there is no result outside. There's no action which is taken now. It's going to keep on affecting the coming generation. I'm worried actually in the future, that's why we are losing intellectual people, start running away from South Africa to go somewhere else. So if my father ran away from South Africa because he's not getting a job, it means his kids also are going to run away because the father didn't get a job. I think most of the people are going to keep on going to get a refuge somewhere else.
And then they sometimes are given maybe positions and titles which may satisfy the legal requirement without any authority to implement because of maybe the lack of competence. I've seen this in government. But whites are clearly threatened by this act, and their vulnerability leads them to accept positions in which sometimes they report to often superiors who are underqualified or unqualified. I think that the original premise was a noble one, but short-sighted idea of reaching parity in the workplace. From the onset, the premise was favored since there's no quick fix to a problem, which was caused through decades of neglect for blacks and opportunities for whites. The problem is now rooted in a now defunct and deteriorating educational system which continues to disadvantage blacks.
On one level, the government has really plowed the largest portion of its budget into education. And I really commend them for that because that's the answer right there. That they need to improve the standard of education in this country. So on that level, yes, quantity, but in terms of quality, no, we haven't reached the targets. In terms of implementation, we have a poor educational system, right from grade 0 through to tertiary level. And it's going to take a long time to turn the situation around. I don't see that happening in the immediate future. There's concern, and of course, we have Department of Basic Education, we have Department of Higher Education and Training, but I see at universities we struggle with first-year students now. And most universities complain about that we We are struggling with first-year students. We're spending more time than ever before in trying to get students through their first degree.
There certainly has been deterioration in quality of service delivery, which will continue as long as there's nepotism, cronyism, self-enrichment, get rich quick, and corruption, which is the order of the day at the moment. Unless government and business recognizes the shortcomings of the EEA and replace affirmative action with something more designed to correct the imbalances in the workplace by addressing the root causes of the imbalance, that is the educational system.
Do you vote in the elections regularly?
Yes, I do.
Do you like the ANC party?
Yeah, I will vote for them.
What do you think about President Zuma right now? Do you think he's doing good for you guys, or?
Yeah, he's trying to do good things. As you can see, if the officials are corrupt, so he's able to take them out and put new ones. I know it's a very tough job, and then it will take a while for things to get done.
Yeah. So what do you think of the DA party then? Do you think they're...
Yeah, DA is coming.
Yeah.
I can say it's a strong opposition party, and people are getting to understand how the importance of voting, because before we normally used to
go with what you know
for ANC. I do think people, they need to be trained, because a lot of people, they are in the positions and they are not well trained, they've got no experience, it's just only a paper. And then when it comes to service delivery, and then it becomes a problem, you know, because we need people to even know about problem management. For instance, incident management, how to do continuous service improvement. I think we do need a lot of skills. Education is still lacking.